Odi, a vibrant, struggling young man, having worked so hard in the village yet earned little, had left his village for the city with dreams as big as the city itself. He contacted his old-time friend Ikim, who is already established and is living in the city. His friend, a beacon of hope in those early days, had helped him secure a job in the city and allowed Odi live with him for the meantime till he could afford his own apartment. Months rolled by, and Odi's determination and hard work paid off. Having saved enough money for his house rent, he found himself a decent apartment, a sanctuary in the bustling city. He was extremely happy, and his friend Ikim helped him move his belongings to his new apartment. In the midst of his newfound stability, love blossomed unexpectedly. Mami, a charming colleague, captured Odi's heart. With housing troubles of her own, Odi asked her to move in with him, with the thought that when they live together, their love and bond will grow stronger. Mami, after moving in with Odi, turned his apartment into a home filled with warmth and shared dreams. Being a woman that loves neat environment, she ensured that everywhere was thoroughly clean always, and her care extended beyond their walls, tending to the small garden behind their house left by the previous tenant. Mami took over the garden and began to nurse it. One day, while tidying up, Mami disturbed a bird's nest perched precariously on their roof. Unbeknownst to her, the nest had seeds of hard drugs in there which the bird placed it in there for her chicks to feed on. She removed the nest from the rooftop and threw it into her garden. The bird and her chicks flew away while the seeds of the hard drugs fell into the soil and sprouted. Mami didn't recognize the plant but opted to uproot it when it was grown, but the landlord, Mr. Easy, recognized the plant but prevented her from weeding it off. When no one saw him, the landlord secretly used the plant leaves. Trouble brewed when Mr. Easy got into a fight with his colleagues at work and they brought police authorities to arrest him in his compound. The police, in their pursuit of justice, descended upon the compound and surrounded everywhere to arrest Mr. Easy. In a cruel twist of fate, Mami's innocent act of gardening led to suspicion falling on Odi. The police, on a quick glance at the garden, saw the hard drugs plant commonly called weed. Being that the garden was directly opposite Odi's apartment, they knocked on Odi's door and Mami answered the door. The police asked her who takes care of the garden and she answered affirmatively. There and behold, Odi called from the room to ask Mami who's at the door. Once the police heard Odi's voice being a male's voice, they concluded that he probably is the user of the weed. Odi was arrested alongside his landlord. When they arrived at the police station, Mami told the police officer that their landlord asked her not to uproot the weed, that probably he makes use of the plant. But the landlord denied outrightly, claiming that he is always busy at work and has never seen the weed in his compound. Despite Odi's innocence, the weight of accusation crushed him. Odi and Mami found themselves in a legal battle they were ill-prepared for. Mr. Easy, their landlord, was released on bail when he denied the offense. With no resources to hire legal aid, Odi and Mami faced the harsh reality of a justice system that often favors the powerful. For Odi and Mami, those days were the darkest they had known. Their dreams shattered, their trust betrayed by circumstances beyond their control. Their joy of coming to the city gradually faded away. Yet, amidst the despair, their love stood resilient, a beacon of hope in a world fraught with injustice.